A manhunt is underway for 4 suspects following a mass shooting that killed 6 people in Umlazi in KwaZulu-Natal. It is understood the suspects stormed into a house last night and opened fire. They then moved to an informal settlement where they continued their shooting spree. Police say they have identified 3 of the suspects. eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is following up the story for us and joins us live for an update. Good afternoon to you, Lethiwe, and thank you so much for joining us. Any updates in terms of arrests so far?
Well, for now, Cindy, we are being told by the police that at the moment no one has been arrested. But of course, the police are searching for those suspects. We do understand that it's 4 people that the police are looking for. And right now, I'm joined by the spokesperson for the police here in KwaZulu-Natal, Robert Nechiwunda. Mr. Nechiwunda, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. You know, we're getting bits of information about the shooting. Share with us what you know as the police so far.
What we have so far is that just before midnight on Friday, we received reports of a shooting, Q section in Umlazi. And when we responded, we found that there were 2 scenes. And at the primary scene, 4 people were gunned down. 1 of them was burned. And at the second scene, 3 were shot, 2 died, and 1 was rushed to hospital. And it's believed to be 4 suspects who committed that mass shooting. We are searching for them. 3 of them have been identified, and we believe that because we have mobilized sources, we believe that we're going to catch them soon.
Mr. Nechiwunda, we've also found out from the police that one of the victims in this shooting, the people that were shooting were demanding an ID document from him. What is the story behind that, and do you know what the motive for the shooting is?
The suspects, from what we have, did not demand an ID from one person. They demanded ID from all of them. And when nobody seemed to know what they were talking about, that's where they shot. What we've gathered so far is that one suspect, who's believed to be the leader of the group which shot the people, is also on our radar on another matter of murder, where he accidentally dropped his ID book at the scene. And we don't know what led him into believing that it could be in possession of somebody else apart from the police. So what we have for now is that he was looking for his ID document when he shot those people. It could be another motive, but for now that's what we have. We believe that as we investigate further, we'll get the bottom of the matter.
You know, right now you are in search of the suspects. Any information on that one, the latest in regards to arrests?
We do not have the latest as yet. Our team is on the ground. Safe to say, 3 of them are known. We know who we are looking for. So we are following leads that we have at this stage. Hopefully we'll catch them with the number of police that we put on the ground to search for them.
And also, Mr. Nechiwunda, you know, we are in Umlazi. It's regarded as one of the hotspot areas when it comes to crime and also murders. Are you winning the fight against crime in this township? We've seen so many mass shootings happening. Even last year at U section, there was another mass shooting. More recently, even though it didn't happen in Umlazi, we were in Potchefstroom where 4 people were shot inside a taxi. Are you seeing that you are observing more shootings more recently here in KwaZulu-Natal?
There are different motives for all these shootouts that happen. And we are talking about brazen criminals here who are not afraid to take a life. And more often than not, when we confront them as the police and we would like to arrest them, they shoot at us and we end up shooting at them. Recently, we had over 5 people that have been shot by the police during a shootout. So those are the kind of criminals we are dealing with. So we're not losing the fight. Our fight is more focused on recovering firearms. In the month of May alone, we recovered 332 firearms, illegal firearms, and over 3,000 ammunition. Those are our efforts as the police, proactive policing, because we believe that if we take back the firearms, we are going to win the fight. And one thing is that Umlazi, Kwamashu, where these shootings arrive, you get little information from community members. nobody talks. Nobody wants to be seen with the police. So it becomes extremely difficult for police to detect what could be the motive. Yes, we at times find that motives could be taxi violence related, drugs related, gang related. So we do crack these cases, but if we manage to get these firearms back, we'll eliminate these kind of shootings.
And lastly, we spoke to the family a bit earlier on, the 3 families that are connected to this, and they were very hostile in speaking to the media. They also said that they don't want to speak to the police, even though the police were there last night. They also indicated that they feel very scared at the moment because what happened, the shooting, happened while they were still there. As the police, will you be keeping an eye on these families?
Unfortunately, with us, we are bound to keep in touch with them, because there are clues that we need to search for. We need information. We need answers. They are not suspects, but if we believe that they could be of assistance in cracking our case, we'll keep in touch with them. Plus, we need to give them feedback of the case, how far we are in our investigation. So hostility or no hostility, we still need to do our job. Unfortunately, we come across a lot of that in our line of work. But we get the job done anyway, because we believe that and we understand that they are still in shock that this just happened. 6 people at a go. Anybody could be shocked. So we believe that they'll come around and cooperate with the police, because for us to crack this case, we need their cooperation.
And lastly, on a separate matter, last night we did see some looting taking place in the Durban CBD. Has there anyone been arrested in that matter? What happened?
We have not made any arrests, but we are looking at visuals and all other pieces of evidence that can assist us in identifying who was responsible for the looting. We do not know the motive of the shooting, because out of the blue, people just targeted a store, broke the roller gate and looted. So we'd like to find out why that particular store, why not another store, why last night, why at that time. So we're still looking at those things, but we believe that because the somebody has already been prosecuted for the similar crimes, we believe that even those who are responsible now, they will follow suit.
Thank you so much, Colonel.
You're most welcome.
Well, there you have it, Cindy. So far, no one has been arrested for both those incidents. But here in Umlazi, Colonel Lethiwe is sharing that the police are on the ground and they're searching for those 4 suspects. 3 of them have been identified and they will be providing updates.
Lethiwe, as you mentioned that even the family members that you spoke to or community members, there seems to be a distrust between themselves and the police because of the rampant crime that is has been going on unabated. I'm sure they are petrified under the circumstances, but would still have to engage police nonetheless so that they can crack this case. But thank you very much, Lethiwe. eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli joining us in Umlazi in KZN, where a shooting resulted in the death of 6 people in that area. We'll touch base with Lethiwe as that story develops.